Hello, North Country soccer fans, and welcome to soccer action at the George Brendler Field. It's the Bobcats of NAC taking on the Eagles of Chazy. Hi, everybody. I'm Joey Trombley calling the action tonight for you. We're on the MIBLR app, and I'm with Calvin Castine from Hometown Cable, and we're doing double duty here on the microphone. And Chazy will be going from left to right, and it will be the Bobcats from right to left. It's a beautiful September 9th. It is September 11th, 2025, and 24 years since September 11th, 2001, and Corey Thompson did a beautiful tribute before coming on the air to pay memory and honor the deceased from that day. So nice job, Corey, for the job you did there. And for the officials tonight, we have Justin Sample and Jamie LaBarge. It's a two-man rotation. And they'll be calling the game. And right now, the ball is in play, and the Eagles back defensively. And the ball goes on to the feet of Chazy's Rovers. Rovers with the ball goes back to the sweeper, and that goes to Cap. Cap goes to midfield. He finds Dupree. Dupree will now switch fields. He's trying to find Price Parker on the weak side, far side. Parker paddling down, going down toward the goal line, pushes it back. He finds Whedon. Whedon cuts it in. He works his way to the 18, coming down the baseline, and that goes off the end line, and it'll be a corner kick, as it was Rabideau, Caden Rabideau, knocking it off the side or the end line. And we're going to have a corner kick. It's a short kick, and here come the Eagles. NAC wasn't prepared for that. And there's the rip of the shot, hits off the defender, and that's cleared out. Hustling for the Bobcats is Earl. He sends a long ball back, goes off the head of Cap. He gets it on the ground, but that will go to the feet of Bassett. Bassett pushes it back all the way to LaBarge, and it goes back into the offensive zone, controlled by the Eagles. One time trying to find Dupree. Dupree trying to split the defense, has it knocked away by Rabideau, and hustling back for Chazy is McAuliffe. McAuliffe gives the ball up over to Hofnagel, and that goes off the sideline, off of Hofnagel. So we're going to have a throw-in for the Bobcats. And it's going to be number 7, Reese LaBarge, taking the throw-in for the Bobcats. And the ball comes into play. It goes off of the head of Chad Devins Jr. He tried to find McLennan, but it was taken away by LaBarge. Cleared forward, but cleared out by the defense. Aiden Howell, long kick deep into Bobcat territory. Hustling back for the Bobcats is Chinchilla. He turns, he sends the ball up toward midfield. Nice job by Howell. Heads the ball down. He's trying to find the feet of Rovers. Coming over is McAuliffe. He pushes it back to Rovers. Rovers comes back to McAuliffe. McAuliffe controls. He gives the ball up over to Whedon. Whedon trying to find McLennan, but it's knocked away by the Bobcats. Bobcats trying to control. Ball pushed to the center. Picked up by number 13, Bushy. Bushy at midfield. He finds the ball. He pushes it up over to number 14, Bassett, and there's a foul on the Eagles. So the Bobcats will get a direct kick into the defensive end of Chazy, and the ball will be, actually, no, it pushes it back to the defensive end of the Bobcats. So just in the middle of the field, they're going from right to left, and it is going to be Chinchilla taking this kick. He's about 5 yards into his own defensive end in the middle of the field, and it will be Chinchilla, Cameron Chinchilla. He sends a low kick, hard kick toward the 18. That goes off of the head of Rovers, and battling for the ball is Bassett and Rovers. Rovers with the ball, pushes it back, and it's controlled by the Eagles. Now cleared forward, and that ball will work its way off the end line. So from right to left, it's the Bobcats. It's going to be LaBarge taking the throw-in. Just below us at the press box. And he's calling for his players to take off, and here comes the throw-in from LaBarge. Nice throw-in. That goes off of the head of Devins Jr. to the feet of Whedon. He sends it right to the middle of the field, trying to find McLennan. McLennan still with the ball, has it taken away. Nice job defensively by number 19, and that would have been LeClaire. So Chazy back on the defensive end. Ball is controlled by Devins Jr. He cuts it to the inside near the sideline, and that ball goes off of the legs of number 13, Bushy, throwing for Chazy. They're going from left to right. Ball comes into play, goes off of the head of McLennan into the defensive end of the Bobcats. Ball is quickly cleared out by Labarge. Ball is headed forward back to midfield. Now it finds the feet of Gilmore. Gilmore with the ball. He pushes it back. He gets it to the feet of number 13, Bushy. Bushy has it taken away by Rovers. Rovers gives it up to McLennan. McLennan pushed it back to Whedon, and it was knocked away. Nice job by McAuliffe getting the ball back over to Whedon, but from behind he was pickpocketed by Labarge. Labarge still with the ball, cuts it to the inside. He sends a through ball back, but it's the Hofnagel for the Eagles, clears it to the far side, and it's picked up by the Bobcats, and that was picked up by number 8, Rabidou. But quickly the ball goes into the defensive end, far side, left to right. The ball is cleared out, throwing for Chazy, far side, and quickly it's Howell. Quick throw, and he's trying to find Dupree. Dupree with the ball, controlling. He now clears it to the top of the 18. The ball is headed down on the ground, picked up by Whedon. Whedon looking to get a shot off. A weak shot goes off. It hits off of McLennan. They're inside the box. It's cleared out by the Bobcats coming to the near side, and that will work its way, controlled by McAuliffe. McAuliffe has it taken away from behind by LeClaire, and the ball is off the end line. So we have a deep throw in for Chazy. They're going from left to right. It is going to be McAuliffe. He's right in front of the scoreboard, down deep into NAC territory. Ball comes into play that goes off of the feet of the Bobcats, back to McAuliffe. He chips a high ball up in the air. Ball's headed by Howell. He comes in from the defensive end. He skied, and he headed that ball down as a one-hopper into the goalie's hands. And now working their way to the 18. And Calvin, I don't see who they have as goalie here. Is that Jake Manor, probably? Ian, who's your goalie? It is. Okay, thank you. So it is Jake Manor, the goalie for the Bobcats, had cleared it. The ball is now opposite field from us, far side. Left to right, it will be Chazy right at midfield with a throw-in, or actually they move the ball forward, and Howell gets the ball in play, headed back by Dupree, and that ball is going to be cleared to the end line, but picked up by McLennan. He sends it across. Nice job defensively by Bushy. And there's a weak shot, and again it's cleared out by the Bobcats. And the ball is high up in the air, just outside the 18, headed forward. Now the ball is headed on the ground. Ball to the open space, stepping up for Chazy with Devins. He gets the ball. He tries to get a simple pass up over to Rovers. Rovers with the ball, goes to the near side. He finds McAuliffe back to Rovers, just a little too far ahead of him. And that ball is cleared by Labarge. Battle for the ball. Labarge pushes it to the near sideline, trying to find Bassett. And the ball is taken away. And there was a foul on the Eagles. So the call goes to the Bobcats, and we're going to have a kick coming up. And setting up for that is going to be Cameron Chinchilla. We have 32-36 to go in the first half. We have no score. Okay, so Lee Barkham says, I've lost connection. Okay. Still showing Lee, can you hear me at all? Let me just see if I can see if the I'm plugged in okay. Let me see what we got here. All right, Lee, if you can hear me, I just reset the plug. If anybody that's listening, if you can just respond on the app, or Lee, if you can send me a text. And I'm going to send Lee a text back asking him if he can hear me. And the ball's on top of the 18. There's a shot and a diving save by Manor. And nice play. Great save by the goalie. And waiting to hear back from Lee.
Midfield, don't get spaced. Midfield.
And the ball's at midfield. And it is now picked up by the Bobcats. The ball's pushed back. No, connection was lost, says event hasn't started yet. Okay, thank you, Lee. Let me go back and try that again. not sure. My app has it running.
Safe. Good. Good. That's a great
If anybody
play,
else
Emmett.
is
Pass it.
listening,
Good play. Good play.
can you respond to the app and let me know? Because Lee, and I know Calvin, I got his listeners listening to this. Lee said no connection. No connection was lost. Says event hasn't started yet. So let me go back
Shift over, Kale.
and see what we can do here.
Oh yeah, Bassett. She doesn't want it. He doesn't want it. Up, Emmett, up, Emmett, up. Get up on their backs.
Right.
On their backs.
I'm not sure, Lee, what's going on. Maggie, can you hear me? If she's listening.
Good, Kale. Good, Kale.
And so I'm going to keep talking here. We got Calvin Castine on Hometown Cable. I got to be wary of that. New technology, Calvin, sometimes it just doesn't seem to want to work. The game was scheduled. It's going through here.
Hey, mark over.
Well, I'm just going to call the game, and we're going to see where this takes us. So Cap from Chazy, near midfield, will take this direct kick. Big kick going right toward the net. And coming off his line was Jake Manor. And he did a nice job hanging on to that ball. But what a kick from the sophomore goalie, who did a nice job. And the ball's headed back into the defensive end. And it's the Eagles controlling. Okay, Maggie, can you?
Come on, Jack.
And it's cleared out by Howell. And we have a whistle. And the Bobcats will get the kick. And for the listeners on Hometown Cable, please bear with me as I'm trying to deal with this other technology here. So the people listening, can you send me a text and let me know if you can hear me right now?
Not Hometown Cable.
No, Hometown, no, that is for sure. Says we're live. So, okay, Lee says we're back on, so that's good to know. All right, it is the Eagles. It was cleared out by Chad Devins. And we're going to have a throw-in for the Bobcats. So we have 28-11. We have no score. Shots on goal favor Chazy 2-0. And just below me for the Bobcats is Reese LaBarge. He gets a nice throw-in down the near sideline. Ball's headed to the middle of the field. It's picked up by Whedon. Whedon looking to control it, has it knocked away. And Howell goes to the far side. He finds Price Parker. Parker working his way down. He is being defended by Manor. Parker with the ball stops it, pushes it back. It now finds the feet of Whedon. Whedon comes to the near side. He's trying to find Hoffnagel. Hoffnagel pushes it to the sideline to McAuliffe. McAuliffe tried to one-time it back over the Rovers, middle of the field. It's cleared out by the Bobcats. And that goes onto the feet of Chinchilla. He sends it deep into Chazy territory. And that is cleared out by Cap. And that goes off the sideline. So we're going to have a throw-in for the Bobcats. They're going from right to left. They're about halfway in the defensive end of Chazy. They're right in front of the bleachers for the Chazy boys. And the ball comes into play. Nice throw-in just outside the 18. The ball's headed down. It's picked up by Devins, and he takes it off of Shane Gilmore. So it's going to be a throw-in for Chazy. No score in the first half. Ball comes in to McLennan. It goes off of McLennan. So right below us in the press box, quickly the ball will come in play by Reese LaBarge. He sends the ball in as he's trying to find Gilmore. And that ball is now cleared out by Cap. He just clears it to the near sideline. It'll be a throw in by the Bobcats. And it's Reese LaBombard. Again, will take the throw in for the Bobcats. Ball comes into play, and Cap trying to clear it. And it's controlled by the Bobcats. Now it's cleared forward toward midfield, and it goes on to the feet of Chinchilla. Chinchilla has it taken away by McLennan. Ball on the ground trying to find Dupree coming in on the weak side, but a nice job defensively by Chinchilla. He clears it off to the far side. That goes off the sideline, so a throw in for Chazy. It's going to be Aiden Howell, about halfway in the defensive end of the Bobcats, going from left to right. He's past the stands. Ball comes into play. Ball headed back down, knocked up in the air by Earl, and it goes back to midfield. Howell's back there for Chazy. He sends it all the way back to the goalie, who's way outside the 18 line. He sends it forward. Ball is chipped up, trying to find Parker, and it's controlled by the Bobcats. And the ball is going to be pushed to the outside by Manor. He gets it to the outside. He was trying to find the feet of Earl, and we have a foul on the Bobcats. So 25-19, no score. 2 shots favoring Chazy, a corner kick favoring Chazy. And we're going to have the kick on the far side. That is going to be Chad Devins Jr. taking the kick for the Eagles. And Devins Jr. will now send the ball forward. Nice kick toward the 18. Ball lands on the weak side. McAuliffe heads it forward, and the ball is headed by Rovers, but it goes right into the hands of Jake Manor. Some nice movement by the Eagles. Started with a long kick on the far side. McAuliffe did a nice job heading it over to Rovers. Rovers headed it to the net, but Manor was there. Ball's at midfield. It's picked up by McAuliffe. He sends it back to the defensive end. He finds Hofnagel. Hofnagel cuts it toward the middle. He sends it to the open space. Nobody there for the Eagles, and it's picked up by Earl. Earl sends the ball forward as he was trying to find Gilmore. But quickly the ball sent toward midfield. McAuliffe knocks it away, trying to find McLennan, but a good job defensively. The ball is cleared toward the 18 of Chazy. It is Cap. He'll switch fields. He goes to the far side, trapped by Parker. Parker has the ball knocked away defensively by Manor, and it is Chazy trying to control. It goes off the sideline, so from right to left is the Bobcats in front of the grandstands. About 4 or 5 yards into Chazy defensive end, the ball comes into play. Ball comes in, it goes off the back of number 24 Gilmore, and now there's going to be a shot from distance, and there it was a shot actually from LaBarge, Jackson LaBarge, and no issues for Henry Cap. He just waited for the ball to come into his hands, and he'll work his way to the 18 for the goal or for the kick. And one of the players, it was actually Hal tying his shoes. Now it will be Cap. High kick, that will work its way into the defensive end, and it's McLennan heels the ball back, trying to find Dupree. Dupree trying to split the defense. He still has the ball. He takes a shot from distance, and that goes off the end line. And I think what Dupree's trying to take advantage of, the sun is, as you know, from the west, and it is right in the eyes of Jake Manor, and especially this time of year, this time of night, the sun can play a factor. And Cap has nothing but shade where he is in goalie for Chazy, but Jake Manor has the sun directly in his eyes, so that was why I think Dupree took the long shot, trying to take advantage of that. But Manor sends the ball back up to midfield. Now it's in the offensive zone for the Bobcats, and there's a foul on Chazy. So coming up, so it's going to be from right to left. They're going to be about 15 yards in, more closer to the far sideline, and it'll be a direct kick coming up for the Bobcats. And you're going to have Chinchilla, who has been taking these kicks so far in this game with 22:17 to go, will take this direct kick for the NAC Bobcats.
Knock down! Knock down!
He sends it forward inside the box, chipped up, now put outside the box. McAuliffe hustling here to the near side. McAuliffe trying to keep it in. He sends it forward. That is trapped by the Bobcats. Parker is over now to the near side. He comes to help out. The ball is now goes off of McAuliffe, and it was a nice play by number 19 Leclerc to take it off Parker. So it's going to be a throw-in for the Bobcats just below us here in the press box. They're going from right to left, and it is going to be Reese LaBarge with the throw-in for the Bobcats. LaBarge, nice throw-in. Going high for Chazy was Devins Jr. to midfield, but it's controlled by the Bobcats, and it is Earl. Earl sends it back to, it was onto the feet of number 8, Rabidou, and the ball is now controlled by Chazy, knocked up in the air, And ball headed down by Rovers. Ball coming to the near sideline. Hustling is McCullough. And McCullough gets his foot on it, goes to Parker. Parker gets a through ball, trying to get it to Dupree. Coming over to defend is number 7. He clears it though. And there's a shot just over the net on the weak side. It was Jacoby Whedon, or actually, no, it was Con LeBombard coming in from the weak side. Nice play by Dupree. Sends the ball over. He cut the defense, sent it over to the far side, the weak side, and LeBombard missed the shot over the net. So a short goal kick. Now the ball is to the fullback, now goes to midfield. The ball is headed down by Whedon to the far side, and that will work its way off the sideline. So a throw in, and we have a substitution coming into the game. We have Bartlemus coming into the game, as well as Courier coming out of the game. Would be number 14, which would be, where's that number? Or 20, was 24? Well, 24 now. Is coming out, but it was number 14. I'm trying to find that number here. Okay, that was Bassett coming out of the game, as well as Gilmore. So ball at midfield, and if I'm a little slow on the NAC roster, is the numbers are not in numerical order, so we have to kind of look around. It takes a little bit longer than when they're in numerical order. So the ball is just outside the 18. It's McCullough working his way down. McCullough is battling LaFarge. McCullough to the open space. He finds, he found the feet of Whedon. Whedon pushed it over to Dupree. Dupree has a few players on top of the key. Ball's knocked away, and nice job defensively. It is still on the feet of LeClaire. LeClaire has it knocked away, and nice play by LeClaire. We have 19:13 left in the first half. We have no score between NAC and the Eagles of Chazy. Ball comes into play. LeClaire throws it in. He finds the feet of Bushy. Bushy cuts it to the inside. He now gives it up to Earl. Earl taking a shot from distance, and it will be Kraft letting it go off the end line. So we're going to have a goal kick for Chazy with 18:43 to go. And Calvin, tomorrow night you're going to be up at Northeastern. And what game is that one?
Be ready to go. Boys in there tonight.
Chance for me to catch
There's a long kick, and off his line is Manor at the 18. The defense was back there also, so there was no threat per se. So it is going to be Manor takes the kick, and that goes just shy of midfield. It goes off the end line, and quickly the ball is going to come in play by Howell. Now he slows it up. He made it seem like he was going to do a quick throw-in, but he's letting the players set up. He's at midfield, far side. Ball comes into play. LeBombard, he's trying to find the feet of Rovers. Rovers has it taken away. And now it's the Bobcats. It goes on to the feet of LaBarge. LaBarge sends it into the offensive zone, far side, controlled by the Bobcats. It's Manor. He gets a shot from distance. Coming off his line is Henry Capp. He'll cradle that ball, and he'll work his way to the 18. Nice kick, goes off of the head of Whedon, but it's picked up by the Bobcats. It's onto the feet of Courier. Courier has it knocked away. Devins Jr. sends it forward, but that goes to Chinchilla. Chinchilla has it taken away by Dupree, but Dupree has it taken away by Bushy, and that ball is cleared off the sideline. Right below us is the Eagles, and it is Hofnagel gets the ball up over to Rovers. Rovers outside his foot, he finds Dupree. Dupree cuts it back to the inside. Dupree goes to a through ball. He's trying to find Rovers. Rovers is there. Gets a shot off, and it goes wide. Nice save off of Manor, weak side. And there's a shot by LeBombard, but it was Parker on the far side that just got past him. He couldn't get to the ball. Came back to Con LeBombard, and he took a shot wide of the net. So good pressure by the Eagles, and it was a good through ball from Whedon over to Rovers, and Rovers got the shot. Manor was there, and Manor is doing a nice job for the Bobcats, and Manor's only a freshman, tall player, and here comes Dupree. Dupree trying to get the shot. He gets the shot off, and a diving play that goes off of Manor into the net, and it is Landon Dupree. Took a shot. It was Manor dove to the far side, He's out straight, got his hands on it, and the ball just hit the side net inside the pole. And it was a nice hard shot on the ground. Manor made a great dive for it, and it went off his hands into the net. So at 16-19, Chazy goes up 1-0. They have outshot the Bobcats 6-1. Corner kicks favor Chazy 1-0. So it is the Bobcats now, starting from that goal, and it is number 10, Labarge, hustling down the far sideline, and it goes off the sideline. So we're gonna have a throw in for Chazy, and it is the Eagles leading 1-0 at the 16-minute 19-second mark. It was an assist from Parker over to Landon Dupree. Ball comes into play at midfield. The ball's headed on the ground, controlled by the Bobcats. It will be Labarge, and that would be Jackson Labarge. Far side, trying to control it still for the Bobcats, but it's taken away by the Eagles. They go to the far side. Dupree trying to get there, but it will work its way off the end line. So we're going to have a throw in for the Bobcats. It'll be Rabideau. Gets the ball into play. That goes right onto the feet of Earl. And far sideline, that goes off the sideline. That went off of LeBombard for Chazy. So throw in for the Bobcats. They're going from right to left. They're at midfield in front of the bleachers. Ball comes into play. Devins kicks it high in the air. It bounces down. It's picked up by Rovers. He comes to the near sideline. McCullough traps it. He gets a through ball, and it's Parker trying to get a breakaway. Parker hustling, pushes to the weak side. Nice pass by Parker. Dupree trying to get to the ball. Dupree scores again! And what a play by Bryce Parker to get the through ball to Landon Dupree, and he had the defense right on him, and he just kept his composure, worked his way toward the goalie and put it in the back of the net, and Chazy now goes up 2-0 with 14:46. Dupree with 2 goals. It was the Parker-Dupree connection again. So we're 14:46 and the Bobcats will start up again. The ball comes in, McClellan controls the ball, pushes it forward, trying to find Rovers, and the ball's pushed back in the open space. McClellan cuts it to the inside. It is McClellan still with the ball. He keeps it on the ground, trying to find Dupree again. He does. Landon Dupree outside the box. 2 players on him. He rips another shot, and that bounces into the gut of Manor. And the sun is not as much as a factor now for Manor as it was for the first 10 minutes or so. 14:16 to go. Chazy 2, the Bobcats 0. In the first half here at the George Brendler Field, I'm Joey Trombley. Calvin Castine's on the camera for Hometown Cable. You're listening live right now, but tomorrow you can watch it on Calvin's YouTube channel. You can actually watch the game tomorrow. So you're getting the best of both worlds here at the George Brendler Field. It's Chazy again. Parker rips a shot. Manor makes a save. It comes out, but it's cleared out by the defense. And Chazy almost capitalized again. And there's a shot by Rovers, and that goes deep into the cornfield. So somebody's going to have fun looking for that. And it looks like Brian Norcross is going to work his way over to the cornfield. So we have a goal kick coming up for the Bobcats. If you're just joining us, it's Chazy 2. It's Northern Adirondack 0 in the first half. 13:21 left in the first half. And now the sun has come back out. And Manor takes a short kick. He gives the ball up over to Chinchilla. Chinchilla goes right to midfield as he was trying to get it to Labarge, which he did for a second. But it's cleared into the defensive end of Chazy. And it's a shot from distance. That goes over the net. It was a sharp from Bartlemus. And it'll be a goal kick for Chazy. And it was number 8. It was Rabideau. No, it was number 6. It was Bartlemus. He's come out of the game. It will be Devins, or actually a Cap, taking the goal kick for Chazy. He sends a hard kick. That will land into the defensive end, but it goes off of the feet of Labarge, who sent it toward midfield. Ball is going to work its way off the sideline. So throw-in coming up for the Bobcats, going from right to left in front of the bleachers. Ball comes into play. and the ball is up into the air, and the Bobcats trying to control, ball pushed back, and it's played by Howell toward midfield. Ball bounces down, Chinchilla with the ball for the Bobcats. He goes far side, goes over everybody, but Howell's there for Chazy. He quickly just sends it off the sideline at midfield, so throwing coming up for the Bobcats right in the middle of the bleachers on the far side. Ball comes into play, and that goes over the head of Howell, and the Bobcats will move the chains, if you will, as they're now working their way toward the end line far side. They are directly in front of the snack shack, and it will be Rabideau. It looks like Rabideau on the far side with the throw in for NAC. Ball comes into play, goes off of the head of Whedon outside the 18. McLennan trying to clear it. Coming over to help out was LeBombard. He clears the ball up. He finds Parker. Parker with the ball, has a few defenders, sends a through ball, trying to find McLennan. McLennan trying to get to the ball. It's knocked away, and quickly that's pushed to the outside, and that will be a foul on McLennan as he tripped the Bobcat player. He tripped Leclerc, who stayed on his feet, but it will be a direct kick for the Bobcats deep in their own territory, closer to the near sideline. They're just outside the 18-yard line on their defensive end with 10 minutes and 48 seconds to go. 9 shots to 2 for Chazy. Corner kicks favor Chazy 1-0 with 10:40 to go. It's Chazy 2. It's Northern Adirondack 0. Ball comes forward. That goes over the head of McLennan onto the feet of Bassett. Bassett trying to do something with it, but the ball's pushed back onto the feet of Hofnagel. He sends it forward. Chinchilla for the Bobcat will clear it to the outside. He is trying to find a streaking Darling. Darling has it knocked away. Howell one times it onto the feet of Whedon. Whedon goes to the far side to LeBombard. The ball is now headed inside the box, and it's cleared out by the defense. Nice job, Hofnagel coming up from the defensive end, taking the ball from behind, and he just tried to clear it in front of the net, but it went off the outside of his foot, off the end line. He came from behind on the defensive end and took the ball away from Bassett. Bassett did not see him hustling from the defensive end, but it will be a goal kick for the Bobcats with 9:44 left in the first half. 2 Landon Dupree goals is the scorer that we have right now at the George Brendler Field on a beautiful, beautiful night for soccer. And Chinchilla, kind of a short kick, goes off of Rovers, and it is Parker hustling to the ball on the near side. Parker does a step over, sends it back over to McLennan. McLennan has the ball taken away from Bassett. McLennan works for the ball. He gets it back. It's McLennan still with the ball. Now he'll send it just outside the 18. It goes off the chest of Chinchilla. He heads the ball up. Ball is onto the feet of Whedon. Whedon gets a shot off, and that will go wide of the net. So it will be a goal kick coming up for the Bobcats. And checking into the game is Cale Manor coming in for the Bobcats. And coming out for the Bobcats will be Jackson LaBarge. So we're going to have a goal kick coming up here for the Bobcats. Ball sent forward toward midfield. Lands at midfield. Devins sends the ball back into the far side. Sends the defense back. Hustling is LeBombard as he's challenging number 8 for the Bobcats. That would have been Rabideau. And again, it's now coming over to help out is Dupree. Dupree with the ball takes it from Rabideau. Ball pushes it to the open space to Howell. Howell will now serve the ball from distance. And off the line is Manor. Coming in on the weak side was McLennan. But a nice job by the freshman goalie, Jake Manor. And he is at the 18. So we have 2 young goalies. A freshman for the Bobcats, a sophomore for the Eagles. And the ball is at midfield. And it's pushed back by Manor. And it's sent forward by Leclerc, far side. He's trying to find the feet of Darlin. Darlin's being challenged by LeBombard. LeBombard with a slide tackle. And it goes off of LeBombard off the far side, right in front of the bleachers. Ball comes back into play. Ball goes to the feet of Manor. Manor trying to control it for the Bobcats. He takes a shot from distance. Coming off his line is Tack, but he lets it go off the end line. So we have McAuliffe checking back into the game. We have a goal kick coming up for Chazy. And we have Con LeBombard coming off for Chazy. So we're at 7:10 left in the first half. A nice crowd tonight at the George Brendler Field. Snack Shack is open. It is soccer in Chazy in September. Just a nice sight over there. Good crowd. Ball is kicked by by Cap. Ball is up in the air and it's controlled by Rovers. He chips it forward, trying to find Parker. Goes over Parker's head. The ball is headed down by LaBarge and it's cleared out by the Bobcats far side. Devins Jr. running back there defensively, but it'll work its way off the sideline. Devins quickly, now he stops back. He'll give the throw in to Aiden Howell on the far side. And everything slows up a little bit, and it will be Howell with the throw in for the Eagles. Ball comes into play, picked up by Parker. Parker goes to the outside. He finds a streaking McCullough. McCullough working his way down the line, cuts it back. He now sends it into the 18. Coming off the line is Manor, as you had Price Parker and Jack Rovers converting on the goalie, conversion on him. And it's going to be a punt by Manor. And he'll punt the ball off the far side around midfield, and it's going to be a throw-in for Aiden Howell. Howell with the throw-in. That goes off of the head of Dupree toward the end line, trying to get there is Parker. He does a nice job keeping it in play, and quickly it's cleared off the far side by looks like Rabidou. So it's going to be a deep throw-in from left to right, as far down by the corner post, pretty close to the far side corner post. And it's a throw-in for the Eagles. It will be Howell with the throw-in for the Eagles. Howell, nice throw-in. That lands inside the box. The ball's headed out and up, and the ball is headed over the net by Rovers. So we have a goal kick coming up for the Bobcats. But we also have Jackson LaBarge checking into the game, as well as Nolan Gilmore. And coming out of the game is number 16 and 5. That's going to be Darlin, as well as Courier for the Bobcats.
Landing drop off for fine.
4:45 left in the first half. Chazy 2, Northern Adirondack 0. And the ball comes towards midfield. And the ball's headed down on the ground. It's picked up by Gilmore, who just checked into the game. Parker switches field to the middle of the field. And that will be no handball called. Parker goes to the outside. McCullough streaking in toward the 18. McCullough still trying to battle the ball, and that is going to be a foul on McCullough. So the ball will go to the Bobcats. With 4:06 to go, I'm Joey Trombley, along with Calvin Castine, who is filming for Hometown Cable. You can watch this game tomorrow on his YouTube channel. And the ball is now sent forward by Chinchilla. The one up high was Howell. He knocks it on the ground to Parker. Parker goes to the outside trying to find McCullough. But McCullough has it taken away, and it's cleared out, and it goes off the sideline. So a nice play by Rabidou on the far sideline, but quickly it's a throw-in for Chazy. Howell gets the ball in, and again that's controlled by McCullough. He sends the ball in toward the net. Coming in on hard was Parker, but coming off the line was Manor of the Bobcats. He gets the ball, and he'll punt the ball at the 18, goes far side, try to keep it in play, goes out of bounds, thrown right at midfield is Howell, and the whistle blows, and they're going to bring him back. So he's right in front of the bleachers, far side. He was at midfield. They brought him back about 10 yards. So they're going to let him throw the ball in. He does. And the ball is in play. The ball goes back to the defense, to Cap. Cap sends it forward off the head of Parker. Parker trying to get it to Rovers. Rovers does get the ball, but he loses it, and it goes toward midfield, and it's controlled by the Bobcats. And it's McLennan comes over. McLennan trying to take the ball away. Nice play by Manor. Manor has it taken away by Rovers. Rovers controls, and we have a whistle. So it will be the Eagles with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first half. They lead 2-0 on two Landon Dupree goals. So coming way out from the defensive, well, from the goalie position is Cap. He's right below us here at the press box. There's two defensive players back to Chazy right at midfield, and they're all set just outside the 18. And a low kick to the outside, and this could be the Bobcats try to get a shot off, but a nice job defensively for Whedon to knock the ball out off the sideline to give Cap a chance to get back into the net. Ball comes into play, and they're going to call that an illegal throw, and it looks like. So the ball will go to Chazy with 1:35 left in the first half. And the ball is pushed back, thrown to Devins. Devins keeps it on the ground. He finds Dupree. Dupree pushes it over to the feet of Hofnagel. He will now send the ball forward. Ball sent back in the defensive end to the middle of the field, picked up by Dupree. He lets it go to Devins Jr. Jr. sends it forward. He was trying to find Whedon, but it was taken, and there's a foul called on Chazy. So here's a good opportunity for the Bobcats. 1:03. They're right in the middle of the field, and they're between the midfield line and the 18. So they're a good 35 yards out. But you're going to have Chinchilla, who has a strong kick, taking this direct kick, and it's a short kick, and it will now go to Chinchilla. He rips a shot, and that gets through the wall, and it works its way to the net. But it was Cap was there. He waited for it. He could see it all the way. Cradles the ball, goes down to the ground, make sure he has it. Now he'll work his way to the 18, takes his time. Ball is a nice punt into the defensive end of the Bobcats. And it is a through ball, knocked away, and it will be picked up by Earl. Earl is being challenged by Whedon. Whedon does a nice job to get it to McCullough with 12 seconds. Back to Whedon. They're trying to get one more opportunity here, and that was cleared off to the sideline. And it looks like this half will come to a close. And the first half favors Chazy 2-0. I'm Joey Trombley along with Calvin Castine. And so Calvin, your take on the first half. What did you think?
Thought it was, it was 2-0 Chazy. They had more opportunities. It paid off for them.
Yeah, I guess you could say it was a matter of time. The shots were 9-3 favoring Chazy. This time will be going from right to left. It'll be the Bobcats from left to right. And both coaches were talking strategies with their players, and they're going to make adjustments. Both coaches usually do that at halftime. And we're going to see how this plays out for the Bobcats. The Bobcats, both teams have played the Boquet Valley, and Chazy won their game 5-0, and the Bobcats beat Boquet 5-2. So they have a common opponent so far this year, and it will be Chazy starting the second half, and we're ready to go. It's Bryce Parker right at midfield. He'll just push the ball back to start this second half, and they're just waiting for the officials. And the ball is pushed back. It goes to Devins. Devins will now come to the near side. He finds Howe. Aiden Howe's had a strong game for the Eagles. Goes over the Rovers, back to Howe. He now chips it forward, trying to find Parker. Parker pushes it back to McLennan. McLennan to the middle of the field, comes back to the near sideline. He finds Parker. Parker cuts it to the 18. He goes to the weak side. Coming on the weak side was McCullough, and he one times it just wide of the net. So a nice start for the Eagles. A lot of passing, keeping the ball on the ground, and they worked into offensively. And it was a nice play by Parker. He wants that third assist tonight, and it was just a little too much for McCullough to control. But he did get a shot off toward the net, but it went off the end line. So we're gonna have a goal kick, and it will be Chinchilla taking the kick for the Bobcats. Ball's at midfield, and the lights are on at the George Brendler Field, and the ball goes off the end line. So right in the middle of the bleachers, far side, it'll be Chazy with the throw-in, and the ball comes into play. Ball's headed back, trying to find Parker, and the ball is cleared out by Whedon, and it's kept in play by the Eagles. And stepping over is Devins Jr. sends a long kick toward the 18. Chazy convert on the ball, but it will be number 11, Chinchilla, clears it out to the near side. It's McLennan. McLennan with the ball. He now threw ball, trying to find Parker, and Parker will be called for offsides. And nice sportsmanship. Parker went down and coming over to help him get up. There was a little collision, but it was Reese LaBarge and helps Parker get up. And we're going to have a kick coming up for the Bobcats. It will be Chinchilla, and he's got like a busted, he's got a cast on his right hand, so a broken hand or a wrist or something going on with Chinchilla. But the ball is sent forward, goes off of the head of Rovers, back to the defensive end, and it is the Bobcats on the far side. Bassett hustling with the ball. Gets it down the sideline, but he was defended well by Hofnagel, so throwing for Chazy. It'll be Hofnagel with the throw-in. He goes to the open space. The Bobcats control. A kick sent forward, but it's Devins Jr. trying to clear it, but it goes onto the feet of the Bobcats. Ball going to the outside, hustling for the Bobcats is Manor. Manor, nice play by Howe, does a slide tackle, stops Manor's momentum, and Howe cuts it to the inside. Nice play by Aiden Howe. He's working his way forward. Nice play again by Howe. Pushes it forward to McLennan. McLennan with the ball. He goes to the inside, cuts it to the inside. McLennan has it knocked away defensively by Earl. And that will work its way off the sideline. So it'll be a throw-in for the Bobcats. They're going from left to right. They're in front of their own bench to our right, just below us. And it is going to be Caden Rabideau with the throw-in. 36-54. We're early in the second half. It's Chazy 2, and the goalie Henry Kapp is being talked to by Jamie LaBarge, and he give him a yellow card. Got a yellow. And Justin, what you know what the yellow was for? Language. All right, language, yellow card. Will be LaBarge, Reese LaBarge with the throwing. And Devins Jr. is getting his goalie gloves on. They're waiting for him to get the goalie gloves on. And this should be just for the next whistle, and I'm sure that they'll go back to Cap. Well, that's my guess, Calvin. Calvin said maybe. I'm saying I think that he will. And they're ready to go. So here goes the throw-in. Ball is, they're trying to clear it out, and the ball is cleared out, sending the defense back for the Bobcats. It is Chinchilla. He gets back there. He cuts it to the outside, loses it. Right in front of the bench is a throw-in for McCullough. He gets the ball in play to Parker. Parker still with the ball, pushes it back. He finds Rovers. Or actually, Whedon. Whedon now gets it to Rovers. Rovers gets a through ball. McLennan coming down the weak side, but gets through everybody, and Manor comes off the line. And Manor will work his way to the 18. And there's the punt. Shy of midfield. And it goes, Valentin trying to get to it. And the ball outside the foot. Going back is the defense. And you have in net Chad Devins. And they're trying to get the whistle, and it's going to be a throw-in for the Bobcats, so no substitution yet. And coming over for the throw-in, it looks like it's going to be LaBarge. It is. From left to right, he's close to the scoreboard, and it will be LaBarge with the throw-in. That was an illegal throw-in. So now substitutions, and it will be Cap going back into the game. And Devins Jr. will take his penny off, and Valentin will come out of the game, and they'll go back to their normal formation. So Chazy defended that well with a new goalie in net. So, but it is Cap back in net. He had to come out because of the yellow card for language. And the ball is knocked off the sideline, near sideline by McLennan, throw in for the Bobcats, and the ball comes in by Earl. McLennan chips it up, he finds Dupree. Dupree switches fields. Hustling on the far side is Hofnagel. Hofnagel sends it forward to midfield. McAuliffe trying to get to it. He slips, and it goes on to the feet of the Bobcats. It will be Labarge. Labarge, and that would be Jackson Labarge. Has it taken away by Dupree at midfield. Dupree at midfield now will send a through ball. He's trying to find Rovers. It is Rovers. He was defended well by Labarge, and that was Reese Labarge. Ball sent forward off the head of Devins, and Howell heads the ball forward, but he's knocked back, and they're going to call a card. They're going to give a card to Cale Manor, I think, for being out of control, knocking over Aiden Howell. So it's going to have to be Cale Manor coming off the field. Jamie Labarge giving him a yellow card. To left, he's closer to us, just shy of midfield in the press box. And it's 34-23 to go. It's still 2-0 Chazy. No scores yet in the second half. And it's Howell. A nice feed toward the 18. That goes off of the head of the defense. McLennan heads it toward the goalie, but it just softly goes into the hands of Jake Manor. And he'll work his way to the 18 as the players head back. And it's Manor, another, for a freshman, very nice kick. And that ball is into the defensive end of Chazy. Ball's on the near sideline. And the Eagles can't control it. It's going to be a throw-in for the Bobcats. And it's going to be number 8, Rabideau. He sends the ball down, but I think another illegal throw-in. That's like about 3 I've seen. The ball comes into play. That ball's headed down. Rover's trying to control it. It's knocked forward by the Bobcats, and it will be Cap. The sweeper gets the ball, sends it toward midfield, controlled by the Bobcats, but McAuliffe intercepts it. He comes to the middle of the field. He finds Rovers. Rovers trying to get a through ball. It is Price Parker splitting the defense. Parker cut to the inside, and he was defended well. Nice job on the defense of Reese Labarge. Clears the ball, but quickly the ball is back into play. Dupree going toward the end line. Dupree now sends it across, and it is going to be a shot by Devins Jr., who is up on the defensive end. He's just outside the 18, and he ripped a shot that kind of turned away wide of the net. So we're going to have a goal kick coming up for the Bobcats with 32:52 left in the second half. It's Chazy 2. It is Northern Adirondack 0. 2 goals, beautiful goals by Landon Dupree, but they were set up equally nice by Price Parker. So the ball is now cleared out by Howell. He tried to clear it, deflects off of number 4, Earl. Ball comes to the near sideline. Ball headed on the ground by McLennan to Rovers. Rovers pushes it back onto the feet of Whedon. Whedon back to McLennan. He switches to the middle of the field, but it's picked up by number 10, Labarge of the Bobcats. Labarge will now send the ball forward. Hustling back is number 14, Cap for Chazy. Turns, sends it to the near sideline, trying to find McLennan. And that is knocked off the sideline by Jack Earl. And we have Con LeBombard checking back into the game. Coming off is McLennan. And we're going to have a 32-minute mark throw in for Chazy. It'll be Aiden Howe. They're going from right to left, and he's about 3/4 on the sideline. But he's going to send the ball into Devins Jr. Jr. sends it up forward. Ball head down by the Bobcats, now sent forward. And back there is Hofnagel. He pushes it back onto the feet of Cap. Cap keeps it on the ground, going back, trying to find Whedon. Ball is at midfield. Now it's onto the feet, moving forward to the feet of Labarge. Labarge cuts it to the inside. Nice play by Rovers to shield him and send the ball to the near sideline. LeBombard stepping up is Rabideau of the Bobcats. He's working his way down. He takes it off of Howell. So we're going to have a deep throw in for the Bobcats, 31:08. And quickly the ball comes into play. And the Eagles disrupt it. It's now picked up by Dupree. Dupree working his way down. Dupree now sends a through ball. He finds Rovers. Rovers sends it back to Parker. Parker rips a shot. Parker hustling for the ball. Hard shot. And right there was Jake Manor. Stood his ground. Manor kind of lost the ball a little bit. Parker converged on him. But it was picked up by Manor. And he quick punt. Sends it back in the defensive end of Chazy. Hofnagel trying to clear it. And now it is cleared by Cap. Cap goes to midfield, but it's taken away by Bushy. Bushy pushes it back. Now the ball goes forward for the Bobcats. Bobcats working their way down. And it's cleared out by the Eagles. Dupree trying to get to the ball. He backs off. Ball now come toward the middle of the field onto Rabideau. Caden Rabideau works his way to the near sideline. Chinchilla coming up. Chinchilla slips. Both players go down, Chinchilla and LeBombard. And Chinchilla takes it off the sideline. And we're going to have a throw in for Chazy. It's going to be Aiden Howell. We're under 30 minutes. Shots favor Chazy 10-3. Corner kicks favor Chazy 1-0. But where it matters most on the scoreboard, it's the Eagles up 2-0. There were 2 first half goals. Landon Dupree, assisted by Price Parker. Ball on the ground. The ball now sent forward. Hustling back are the Eagles, and that would have been a foul. It was Devins Jr.'s going down as he was hit from behind by Shane Gilmore. So the call goes in favor of the Eagles. And coming off his line is Henry Kapp, and Henry's going back to the net. Coach McCullough says, get back in the net. We're going to let Aiden Howell take this kick. So Howell will take the kick for the Eagles. He sends the ball forward. Off the head of Dupree to Parker. Parker sends it to the weak side, and McCullough tried to get to the far side. It just got underneath his foot. And nice play by Parker. I felt Parker could have taken the shot. Being unselfish, he sent it across to the weak side to the streaking McCullough. But McCullough could not get his foot on it. It goes off the end line. So we're going to have a goal kick coming up for the Bobcats. It will be Cameron Chinchilla. He'll give the ball up. It's a short kick to the goalie Manor. Manor goes back to Chinchilla. Going to the far sideline. McCullough battling. And it goes off of McCullough. So it'll be a throw-in, far throw-in for the Bobcats. And it's going to be Reese LaBarge. He gets the ball in play. That finds the feet of LaBarge, Jackson LaBarge. And LaBarge is taken down by the Eagle defense. So they're going to have a direct kick. I mean, they're from distance. They are closer to the far side. They're probably within 10 yards of midfield, and it will be Chinchilla taking this direct kick at 27:52 left in the second half. And it will be Chinchilla, Cameron Chinchilla. He chips it toward the 18. The ball is headed down calmly onto the feet of Parker. Parker with the ball, looking for somebody. He pushes it back, but it's intercepted by Gilmore. And Gilmore gets it up toward midfield, but it's picked up by number 13, and that would have been Bushy. Howell, trying to control, comes to the near side. He finds LeBombard. LeBombard chips it up to Parker. Parker kicks it from behind him, but it goes into Chinchilla. Chinchilla calmly sends it into the offensive zone. Howell steps up and heads the ball back toward midfield, and it's picked up for the Bobcats. It's LaBarge. He goes to the far sideline. LaBarge knocked down by Bassett. Bassett working his way down. He is being defended by Hofnagel. Hofnagel wins that battle. Now the ball is pushed up over to feet of Dupree. Dupree at midfield has some space. Dupree now takes it to the outside. It's Landon Dupree keeping that ball right on his foot. He gets by the defense. Nice play by Dupree. He cuts it back to the inside. Dupree left-footed, sends it into that box, goes off of Chinchilla. Chinchilla controlling. Chinchilla clears. He goes toward midfield as it gets by number 24, Gilmore. Gilmore had it knocked away, but it's picked up by the Bobcats, but it's midfield picked up by Howell. He chips it forward. He's trying to find Parker, and Parker will be called for being offsides. So we're at 26-16 left in the second half. Still 2-0 Chazy, and actually it was a foul on Chazy. And we have no scores in the second half. Just middle of the field, about 10 yards shy of midfield, it will be Cameron Chinchilla. He sends the ball to the near sideline. He finds the feet of Rabideau. Rabideau gets a weak shot off, knocked away by Cap. Ball's outside the 18, stepping up for the Bobcats is LaBarge. He sends it forward. Now the ball is sent into the open space, sending the defense back for the Bobcats. Far side, ball is sent forward, controlled by the Bobcats, and it'll be Chad Devins Jr. He with the ball at midfield, far side, gets it up over to McCullough. McCullough gives the ball up onto the feet of Whedon. Whedon turns. He sends a through ball, but it'll go by everybody. Coming off the line is Jake Manor, and he'll work his way to the 18. Manor with a nice punt all night long. Sends a short one up this time, and it goes off of the defense of the Bobcats. But here comes Dupree ahead of the defense. Dupree's inside the box, gets a shot off. Far side, diving Manor, and it just misses the far post. Nice effort by Dupree. Nice dive by Manor. And it is going to be a goal kick. It just missed Manor's hands. And checking into the game for the Bobcats is number 6, Bartlemus. McLennan checking in for Chazy. Parker out for Chazy. And we have number 14 out, Bassett, who's putting in some good time for the Bobcats. He's taking a breather right now. Ball's headed down by LeBombard. He finds McLennan. McLennan has space. McLennan to the 18. McLennan cuts it to the inside. LeBombard rips the shot off. And it'll be offside to Dupree on the far side. Weak side was offsides. So the ball will go to the Bobcats with 24-17 left in the second half. Chazy leading 2-0. Shots favor Chazy 10-3. Corner kicks favor Chazy 1-0. And it is Cameron Chinchilla for the Bobcats taking this direct kick just outside the 18 of their defensive end. A nice ball in the air. Ball's headed to the near sideline by Rovers, trying to find McLennan. McLennan trying to get to the ball. McLennan battling, but McLennan called for a push as he gave a push to number 8, Rabidou, Caden Rabidou. So a direct kick coming up in their defensive end for the Bobcats, near sideline. It will be Chinchilla with the kick for the short kick. He gets it to Rabidou. Rabidou now sends the court, goes off the back of McLennan, controlled by Dupree. Dupree still with the ball. He switches fields. McAuliffe trying to chest it down. He does. And it's McAuliffe trying to battle for the ball. The ball's toward midfield. Picked up by the Bobcats. Coming over to help out defensively was Whedon. Whedon with the ball for Chazy. Comes to the near sideline. Finds Con LeBombard. LeBombard sends it back to Howe. Howe sends it forward off the sideline. So we're going to have a throw in for the Bobcats. And we have some substitutions for the Bobcats. We have Darling checking into the game, as well as Courier. Coming out for the Bobcats is number 10, LaBarge, as well as Gilmore. Right below us, the ball comes into play. Ball's headed up by the Bobcats, now controlled by the Eagles. It's LeBombard to Dupree. He comes back trying to find LeBombard. LeBombard heads it on the ground, finds McLennan. McLennan pushes it back to Rovers, but it's intercepted and pushed away by Bushy. Bushy, coming from behind defensively, was Whedon, taken away from Bushy. He sends a through ball, sends the defense going back. It's McAuliffe on the far side. He's limping right now, and the ball is controlled by the Eagles. McAuliffe cuts it to the inside, pushes it to the middle of the field over to Rovers. Rovers chips it forward. On the weak side, it is McLennan. McLennan has LeBombard. He takes it down the line. He sends it across. He takes it off of the defense, Rabidou, Caden Rabidou. So we're going to have a corner kick for Chazy. Chazy is going from right to left. They are at the near post. And it will be, looks like Landon Dupree taking the corner kick for the Eagles at 21:36 left in the second half. 2-0 Chazy. It is Dupree.
Come on, Evan! Get on him!
Nice feed in the box. Going up for the ball, goes off of the head of juniors, Chad Devins Jr., now cleared out by the defense. And the Bobcats do a nice job defending that far sideline. Ball is still in play. And Howe trying to battle. Howe does a nice job. He wins that battle. Gives the ball up over to Whedon. Whedon sends it forward to McCullough. That's knocked away, but it's controlled by the Eagles. Rovers with the ball for Chazy goes back to McAuliffe on the far side in front of the bleachers. It's McAuliffe working his way down. He has it knocked away, and it's picked up by the Bobcats far side. Trying a free ball. Goes off the feet of the Bobcats, pushed back to midfield. Bobcats now looking for a through ball, and it is Cap. Cap sends the ball back in the defensive end, and it is now Dupree. Had the ball from McLennan. McLennan with the ball. McLennan holds the ball, pushes it back, nope, hangs onto it, now gets a shot off. And that goes into the hands of Manor, and the freshman will work his way to the 18-yard line. 20 minutes left in this second half, or halfway through the second half at the George Brendler Field. It's Chazy 2, it's Northern Adirondack Bobcats 0. Both scores came in the first half. Two beautiful goals by Landon Dupree, but they were set up by two nice assists by Price Parker. So Chazy leading 2-0, no score again in the second half. Chazy controlling far side, they'll get a throw in, and the ball comes down the line. And it goes to Landon Dupree. Dupree with the ball, still with the ball, controlling it, pushes it back. He finds Whedon. Whedon will now send it to the 18 to flex off of the Bobcats number 4 Earl, and Howell, who's played very well tonight, gets the ball up to near side to Con. Con switches fields. Ball going up high defensively, was knocked away. There was a shot ripped by the Chazy player Whedon, but hit the defense.
Good Earl! It's good Earl!
And on the near side, it's Con Lombard.
Easy!
Lombard
Patient!
sends it back toward the net. It's cleared out by the defense. Lombard sends it back. Ball's headed out by Chinchilla. Ball controlled by Rovers, trying to get it up over to Whedon. Cleared toward midfield. Devins needs it back toward the 18. Chinchilla trying to control. And it is McLennan. Gets a shot off. And what a save by the goalie, Manor. McLennan, probably about 5 yards outside the 18. Ripped a shot, going to the upper 90 on the near side, and it was Manor diving, getting his hand on it, knocking it over the end line. What a save by the freshman, Jake Manor. We have a corner kick with 18:31 to go, and it looks like Chazy's setting up for a traditional corner kick. It is going to be Landon Dupree. McLennan coming out of the game. And there's a feed inside the box. Ball's headed in now. What a save by Manor. It was Rovers coming in hard. Got his head. It was a beautiful header. And it had Manor diving and making a great save. And Manor has kept the Eagles off in the last two offensive shots. Great plays by the freshman. And the score stays 2-0. Howell comes in with the throw-in off the head of Dupree. Going to the near side for Chazy is Facto, who's checked into the game for the first time. Mason Facto does a nice job. He takes it off the defense. He's right at the corner post with the throw-in. Ball comes into play. Ball's headed out. It will go to Rovers. Rovers goes to the weak side. And it is McAuliffe trying to knock it down. He does to Dupree. Dupree gets the ball up in the air, heads it toward the line, and it's kind of bouncing around, and the defense clears it out. Devins Jr. is up, and there will be a foul on the Bobcats, and it was Rabideau, or no, it wasn't Rabideau, it was number Courier, it looks like number 60, will be called for the foul. And so Chazy will get a direct kick. They got Landon Dupree setting up. He is up middle of the field in the offensive end, probably about 15 yards in from midfield.
Win your runner! Win your
and
runner!
He will let the shot go. He sends a shot to the weak side. Ball's headed to the far side. Devins Jr. is back there, but it's picked up by the Bobcats. Ball comes up. Dupree takes it back. It's Dupree with the ball. Pushes it back. He finds the feet of Devins Jr. Jr. working his way in. Devins Jr. ripping a shot, and that will go over everything and hits the over the net and hits the tall net, but stays in the field. So it will be Manor will set up for the goal kick. He'll set it up for Chinchilla. Short kick. Manor gives it up to Chinchilla. Chinchilla will now send it forward. Parker off his chest to the middle of the field, but it's picked up by the Bobcats. It was number 5, Darling. Darling at midfield. He's trying to find the feet of Bushy, and the ball goes back to Landon Dupree of Chazy. Dupree, far side, working his way to the middle of the field now. It's Dupree still with the ball. Trying to by the defense. It's Dupree getting through the defense, weak side. Here comes Parker, and that is just cleared out by the defense, and it will be a corner kick. And it was Landon Dupree trying to return the favor of Bryce Parker, but Parker was defended well, and it was knocked off the end line. So it'll be a corner kick for Chazy. Knocking it off the end line. So Chazy's Landon Dupree going from right to left will take the corner kick. Sends it again, another nice kick. Ball is headed down, and Howell battling for the ball. Ball's pushed off to the side, and we're going to have a throw in for Chazy. Dupree gets the ball into Wheaton. Back to Dupree. Dupree sends the ball to the weak side. Ball is headed up inside the box, and it's cleared out by the defense by Chinchilla. And it is Cap goes one hops it over to the far side, trying to find Hofnagel, but it goes on to the feet of Rabideau. Caden Rabideau being defended, takes it off of the Hofnagel. So substitutions coming in. There's going to be a throw in on the far side for the Bobcats. It's going to be LaBarge checking into the game, as well as Bassett. Coming off for the Bobcats is Chad Darling, as well as number 8, Caden Rabideau, who has or that's number 6, Bargamus coming out of the game for the Bobcats. So 14-18 left in the second half. Chazy leading 2-0, and it could have been more than that up to this point, but it was just 2 great saves by Manor, the freshman goalie, keeping them Chazy scoreless in the second half. And it's Dupree now working his way through. Dupree gets a shot off, and Manor does a nice job with that save. And if it wasn't for Manor, it could be worse than it is right now. Chazy leading 2-0. And they have outshot the Bobcats 13-3. Corner kicks favor Chazy 4-0. And here come the Eagles again. Ball pushed up, trying to find Facto. Ball knocked back. It is Whedon. Whedon pushes it far to the outside. Whedon still hangs on to it, working his way to the 18. Whedon trying to get the ball across. He does, and that goes off the end line by Reese LaBarge. So corner kick from right to left is Chazy on the far post right in front of the post by the snack shack. And they do a short kick, and it is working down the line. Parker pushes it back, and McCullough sends it over the net. Nice play by Parker, pushing it back to McCullough, and McCullough just takes it over everything. So we're going to have a goal kick for the Bobcats coming up, and they've been doing these short goal kicks between Chinchilla and Manor, and this time it's a traditional one. Chinchilla sends it forward. It's at midfield, controlled by the Bobcats. It goes on to the feet of number 10, LaBarge. He pushes it back, and Cap sends it forward. Goes off of the hip of Rovers. Rovers cuts it to the inside. He pushes it back. He finds Howell. Howell chips it forward, and the ball's headed on the ground, and the ball's knocked forward by the Eagles, but now sent back by the Bobcats, as it was Jack Earl. Sends the ball deep into Chazy territory. Howell does a nice job giving it up to Cap. Cap sends it to the middle of the field, controlled by the Bobcats, and it is now cleared by the defense. It was Devins Jr.'s big kick, sending the defensive back, but Facto with some nice speed on the far side has the ball, trying to cut it to the inside. He's defended well. Facto sends the ball, he hits side net, and it's going to be another goal kick. So checking into the game is Bartlemus, checking back in, and that's Hayden Bartlemus into the game. And coming out for the Eagles is number 16, and that is going to be Caleb Courier. So the kick comes toward midfield. Eagles trying to control. And the fish Boisson gives me a thumbs up. He said he can hear the game good, so thank you, Joe. Ball comes to the near side. It goes to Parker. Parker working his way down just by one defensive player. He works his way to the 18. Parker on the ground to Facto. Outside his foot, gets a shot off, and it goes wide of the net, but nice work from Parker to Mason Facto. Facto gets the shot off, but it will be a goal kick for the Bobcats, and coming out of the game is Howell, who's doing a really nice day today for the Eagles. And checking into the game is Ashton Lauren for Chazy. Ball comes into play, goes off of the feet of Earl, But quickly, it's Devins of Chazy sends the ball to the near sideline, deep in the near sideline to Facto. Facto has some really nice speed. Facto controls it, pushes it back over to Parker. Parker, simple pass over to Rovers, back to Parker. Parker will now serve. He gets the shot off, and that hits side net. So another goal kick coming up for the Bobcats. Eagles are putting some good pressure on. Been seeing a lot of goal kicks here lately. We're now approaching the 10-minute mark in the second half. Chazy leading 2-0. They have not scored in the second half. They've had a couple beautiful opportunities, but the freshman goalie has come up big. Both goals were scored in the first half. Chazy leading 2-0. Ball on the near sideline. I'm Joey Trombley. On the camera for Hometown Cable is Calvin Castine, and I'm doing the app, Lee Barcomb's app under Chazy Soccer now, MIXLR app. Look for Chazy Soccer if you want to see if we'll be covering any boys and girls games. We're going to try to do the best we can this year to get as many as we can. And it is Chazy on the far side. And there's a shot. And that scores! And it was Jacoby Whedon, far side, rips the shot. Ball goes to the far post, hits the post, and goes to the back of the net. And Chazy goes up 3-0 with 9:34 to go. And there was just some unrelenting pressure by the Eagles. And you just had a feeling in the press box it was a matter of time before they found the back of the net again. And they did. It was Jacoby Whedon. And that was Jacoby Whedon unassisted. Just a beautiful shot, and the post was his best friend. It was a far post. Hit the inside of the post and went to the back of the net. Chazy up 3-0. And the Bobcats now send the ball forward, and it's Gilmore off the sideline. So quickly we have a throw-in, and we had a whistle. And they want to move the ball back a bit. So you're going to have Hofnagel taking the kick for the Eagles. Ball comes into play, and the ball is sent forward off the head of the Bobcats. And McCullough with the ball, keeping it in play, and it goes off the sideline. So it's going to be a throw-in for the Bobcats on the far sideline with 9 minutes left in the game. Second half, I should say. Calvin's up here. It's a 3-0 Chazy lead. 9 minutes left in the second half, and Calvin many years ago never say in the game, not in soccer. So, and we don't want to do what the Puissant did some years ago. I know we bring that back up again, and Joe's listening, but you can't say put a fork in it, Joe. It's just not right. And
He'd be disappointed if you didn't mention it.
what's that?
He'd be disappointed if you didn't mention it.
Well, there's no doubt about it. I mean, we can never make that mistake up here. We just can't make that amateur mistake like that, Calvin. So it's the Eagles controlling, and it is far side Dupree. Dupree gives the ball up, and to McCullough. McCullough over to Jacoby Whedon, who just scored. He pushes it back toward midfield, and it's Whedon. Comes back all the way to Lauren. Lauren will switch fields, goes to the far side. Now quickly it's at the middle of the field. Eagles trying to control, but it's picked up by Gilmore. Gilmore with the ball. It goes back toward midfield for the Bobcats, and it is Rovers. Rovers pushes it back. He finds Devins Jr. He sends a through ball, and it's Parker with some nice speed on the weak side, working his way down. Parker inside the box. He is defended well. Parker and number 8 Ravager. And we have a foul on Parker. So the ball will go to the Bobcats. And I just heard from Puissant again. He goes, LOL. He said, nice work, guys. You know, thanks for making fun of me. I had no idea. Ball was, yeah, lots of love, yeah. And that's Joe. That's who he is. So the ball is picked up by the Bobcats. Eagles knock it away at midfield. It is Dupree. Dupree with the ball, taking it to the outside. Dupree still with the ball. Still with the ball. It is Dupree to the top of the 18. Dupree getting a shot off, and he does. It goes right into the gut of Manor. So Dupree just kept that ball. He worked his way forward, and now he's limping. And he's calling for coach to get a sub. And he's running now, so that's a good sign. So the ball is picked up by Price Parker. Simple pass over to Facto. Facto working his way down. Facto defended well by LaBarge. And it is Chinchilla. Chinchilla sends it back. Back there is Lauren for Chazy. Lauren is being challenged by LaBarge. Ball pushed back to Cap. Cap sends it to the near sideline off of the head of Parker. So we're going to have a throw in for the Bobcats. We're at 6 minutes left in the second half. 3-0 Chazy. And the ball goes on to the feet of LaBarge. LaBarge to the open space. He gives the ball up over to Rabideau. And that ball is cleared out by the defense on the far side. Smart play by Hofnagel. Far side, it'll be a throw in for the Bobcats. They're going from left to right. They're deep into Chazy territory. Ball comes into play. Eagles trying to clear it out. They do. They clear it off the sideline. So a throw in back for the Bobcats. 5 minutes and 34 seconds left in the second half. And the ball is inside the box. Eagles trying to clear it. They do. And it goes toward midfield, and that's picked up by LaBarge of the Bobcats. LaBarge with some space will now send them a through ball, trying to get by the defense, and it is Lauren does a nice job clearing it to the outside, but Chinchilla up from the defensive end, and Lauren takes it off of Chinchilla, it looked like, and looks like we had a light go out.
The lights are going out here.
Yeah, we had a light burn out here at the George Brendler Field, and
Gotta pay the light bill.
it's gotten a little cozier. As it looks like we have mood lighting now, Calvin. So throw in as LaBarge gives it up over to Devins Jr. He sends it toward midfield. Ball now sent forward, controlled by the Bobcats. And it was number LaBarge 10. He sends it forward, but quickly it is Hofnagel sends the ball back in the offensive zone, picked up by the Eagles. It's McLennan on the far side. McLennan working his way down, has it knocked away. McLennan still with the ball. McLennan sends a through ball, trying to find Facto, but that's cleared out. Back there defensively is Hofnagel. Hofnagel chips it up down the sideline, goes off the sideline, thrown coming up for the Bobcats, and the ball comes into play. And nice play by Devins Jr., but he overruns the ball. He had knocked it down, but it's controlled by the Bobcats, and it's picked up by Chinchilla. They got him in the offensive zone. They're trying to get a goal, but that ball is cleared out by Parker. And here comes the speed of Facto, and Facto with some great speed. Now cutting it to the inside. It's Facto. There's the speed of Facto. Pushes it across. And over the net was McLennan. And what play by Facto with his speed. He was defended by LaBarge, and LaBarge gives Facto a nice little pat on the back. That was some great speed. He sent the ball across. McLennan was right inside the 18. Tried to be soft with the shot. He took it over the net. So we're going to have a goal kick coming up for the Bobcats. And the ball is sent forward. Rovers knocks it to the near sideline, and that was picked up by Rabideau and knocked out of bounds by Parker. Rabideau sends the ball down the line, and it is Lauren heads the ball up, finds Parker. Parker traps, sends it forward. He is trying to get on the feet of McLennan. McLennan now has the ball. He takes it to the outside. 2 minutes and 48 seconds left. It's McLennan working his way down the far sideline. McLennan pushes it back. He finds LeBombard. LeBombard gives the ball up over to Whedon, and wisely the defense clears it out on the far sideline. So Chazy going from right to left in front of the snack shack. It'll be a throw-in for the Eagles. It looks like McLennan on the far side with the throw-in for Chazy. McLennan gets the ball in play, and the defense will clear it back out. And McLennan intercepts it, sends the ball inside the box, and that is going to go off the end line. So we're going to have a corner kick for Chazy with 2 minutes to go. You're going to hear that in about 3 seconds. So from right to left, it's going to be a corner kick for Chazy. It's the far post in front of the snack shack. And it will be, I'm going to say Dupree with the corner kick. And the ball is sent forward inside the box. And Parker just ripped that ball, and that went deep in the woods. And it's going to be a goal kick for the Bobcats. Not a bad play. with 2 minutes down, kind of kill some time off the clock. Chazy leading 3-0 with 1:25 left in the second half. So the ball is at midfield. Ball is sent forward. The Bobcats are trying to just score a goal in this game. And nice play by Lauren, knocking the ball away. Goes back to him, and he sends the defensive players back again. And Parker coming in. And it is number 8, Rabbit. Shields the ball, and it goes off the sideline. Throw-in comes into play. And it is Devins Jr. goes up to McLennan. McLennan trying to control it, but it's knocked away and picked up by number 20, Gilmore. And it's Gilmore loses it, goes to midfield, but he controls it again. And he's trying to get a through ball, and Lauren heads it back on the ground. And it is the Eagles trying to clear it. And a shot goes off of Whedon. And there's a shot from distance coming off his line is the goalie, Cap, and he got the ball. Chinchilla was coming in hard. They wanted to get that one goal, but Cap did a nice job holding his ground and grabbing the ball away from Chinchilla. We're under 10 seconds, and Chazy will end up winning this game. And there's a shot from distance into Manor's hands. And this game has officially come to a close. A good effort for the Eagles tonight. They win this game 3-0. They outshot the Bobcats 16-3. Corner kicks favor Chazy 6-0. And just a recap on the scoring.